important to check on how Luis Diaz is, and what information do you have on the current situation? Hopefully you're getting something positive.
Yeah, so you guys know Lucho, no? He's an incredible player. That everybody can see that. He's we knew this when we got him, but then the whole of England could see it and the whole of the world saw it. And but then you see him here in the building, and he's the guy who always smiles. He's the guy who has with everybody an unbelievable relationship. So we really care about him. And yeah, the only thing now for us is we try to support him as much as we can. A lot of things are out of our hands, which is completely normal. We hope that the authorities there that they can find his dad, and that everything is good, and we just pray for that. It's not for me here sitting here and tell the whole world what we are doing, or for Lucho it's just we are doing, as long as we know that we are doing the right thing for him, because he's one of us. I think the team responded after our goal brilliantly with putting the shirt up for him. I think that was a nice gesture, that he just knows that we are here for him. And then how the stadium reacted, that was special as well. People forgot, but the whole fan base is behind this as well. And our motto is, you never walk alone. So yeah, let's just pray and hope that everything is quickly to a good situation again. Yeah.
In terms of the team then this week, and obviously back to League Cup action, I take it Curtis Jones back after suspension. Bajcetic, is he available? Thiago?
We miss Thiago, I have to say. I miss him a lot. Can you imagine our midfield, our new players, everybody speaking about, and then you have Thiago Alcantara in the middle as well, guiding the others, the experience, the way he passes, the way he moves, the way everything. So we really miss him. So, but it will take time. He will not be available. I texted him 3 days ago, because it was Cruyff's. It was 50 years since Cruyff made his debut for Barca, and I said Holland and Barca will forever be connected. And yeah, he's an unbelievable professional and unbelievable guy. We hope to get him back soon. Yeah.
And Bajcetic?
Stefan not available. Not available. Yeah.
Curtis.
Curtis, yeah. He trained yesterday, and how Curtis is full of energy. Unbelievable steps still making. So really happy how he's playing for the team, and top that he's available.
But obviously, rotation this season in the cup competitions hasn't really impacted results negatively, but there's been the key element behind that. And also, what confidence does it give you, and what does it say about the potential to compete on the forefronts this season?
It's the quality of the players. Our squad is full of potential. Our squad is full of desire. You see, example in the Toulouse game, Europa League, when we changed 8 times, we kept our identity. We still won the opposition half. We had the ball. We were constantly creating, and with 8 changes, that says a lot. And I'm really happy with that. But that comes from the training, from the meetings, from the video, from what you're saying, the quality of the players, but especially their hunger, their desire. They are all in a moment where they want to achieve, and I don't mind that they're saying it. I don't mind that they show their dreams and they show their. And if you compete for Liverpool, that should be always there, no? So yeah, no, I'm really happy with them. We are really happy with them. So yeah. One more, James.
Just actually about Ryan Gravenberch. He must have been someone you were well aware of coming through in Holland. He had a difficult time at Bayern Munich. He spoke recently about saying that you've been really important to help him settle here. And now seeing the best of him.
Yeah, we see the Ryan of Ajax, and that was already really impressive at that time. But then you see is that a player. That's why the cup is so important as well, because everybody's playing, everybody's constantly. A player who doesn't play a game weekly, a game in 2 weeks, will never get confident. And we all know that a player with confidence or without confidence is not the same player. So I'm not sure what happened at Bayern, but not playing and not confident. So that's and here he comes, full trust. We knew the potential before because we wanted him back then, and then we knew that with training, with good conversations, with showing our idea, with the clarity of the whole group, that we had a special player. If you see how he's in the final third, how he glides, how his first touch, how he has the overview still to play the last pass. And you say the difference between a good team and a top team is how you dominate between the lines, how good you can dominate there. And Ryan has everything to be an 8 like that and still arrives in the box and still shoots and still has this mentality to score as well. So, yeah, thank you owners and thank you scouting and everyone who was involved. It's we have an 8 and I'm happy always when the team is a little bit more orange as well.
We saw obviously Luke Chambers make his full debut last week, and then McConnell and Scanlon came on as well. Kwanzaa and Doak have been involved. Are you excited about the calibre of the young players that are coming through here?
Yeah, I think what the biggest clubs in the world have in common is this one club mentality, where from a very young age, it's the same style. From a very young age, the coaches have just one target, to teach them the values of the club. And we have the advantage, not the advantage, the club created that Alex Ingeltorp is more than 10 years in the job as academy director. Consistency, that's one. Jurgen Klopp is here for 8 years. Vitor Mats, who's the bridge between the academy and the first team and who continues with the values and gives everything of his DNA, of his way of seeing things to the young players. You have Barry Lutus, who was here as a young coach and now is our under-23 manager. And all these guys, me included, we really want this pathway to be open because we feel that only then you create a healthy club, a club who's sustainable and a club who has culture, who gives So for example, so the other day I see, so Curtis came in and Millie, Adam Lallana, Gini, they were on top of him. They were speaking like every time when he did something wrong, every time when he did something, but they cared. And then now you see Callum coming in, or Luke, or how you say, and Curtis is speaking in the same way to them how Millie was speaking. And then you create culture. And that was a dream. And we knew always it was possible. But in the end, we are here. And we all these guys I just mentioned, they believe and they want. And then you need a lot of guts. And a lot of, I cannot say it here, but for a manager to, and for the staff around to put and to trust and to give, because but we believe in this process, and that's one of the reasons why we all love working for this club, because this club is much bigger than just a first team. This club is almost like an institution, in my opinion. Yeah.
Apologies.
It's 3 years next week since the first team moved to accent. Do you think that's helped with the pathway for the youngsters, and how benefits do you think you've seen from amalgamating?
Yeah, just so the building is like at least it showed ambition, no? It showed like we're going to create something what's for the whole club. We create something where we bring them together. I still believe that buildings are buildings and rocks are rocks and chairs are chairs, blah, blah. It's about the people who sit in it. It's about the people who control the process, who deal with the process. And the people I just mentioned, with the consistency we have, with the game idea we have over a long time, that creates like that there's consistency in this, and that there's a pathway. The building is brilliant. It's something we always wanted. It was not easy to leave Melwood behind because of the culture, because of the history and the feeling it got. Time by time, we are creating something here. One club mentality deserves that you are together. I have to say I'm happy that the women are now in mode, that at least somebody's of Liverpool is there. But it helped for sure. But I still believe that the people I just mentioned, that in the end the people who make the decisions and who guide the young players, make the difference.
Just to follow up, the standard that these youngsters have to strive for isn't high. It's obviously extremely high. So how do we judge the player who comes in and plays one game? What do you say?
Yeah, we always say that one thing is making your debut, the other thing is winning a prize. And we want young players who win prizes, not young players who make debuts. That's what they know. That's what they have to feel from a young age. Finals, compete, mentality, this kind of character, like this. And that's what luckily the seniors have. We have a few players in our squad who won everything with us. And now we have young players who come in, signed, who really, they won as well, but not with Liverpool, but they really want to win something with us. I think this blend is really good. And they have young players who been educated from a young age what it is, what it means to play for the Liverpool mystique, like this idea. Yeah. But the standards are high. It should be. Sorry.
Harvey Elliott's still one of those young players as well. He's 4 of his 5 starts this year have come in the cups, but he's played really well coming off the bench in the league as well.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how much is he embracing that battle for places in midfield, and what have you made of his start of the season?
I said to Harvey probably 2-3 weeks ago, like I never have seen him this good in training, like he was, and he was not playing at the time. That's why I spoke with him, like so, because I chose a lot the consistency is coming on or starting, so it's always there. I think he's really consistent in his performance, what you just said. So and that's something we wanted from him as well, no, and that's what he feels. He acts more like a senior than you think, like similar with Curtis. They are such a long time already with us, and he has this character as well to be like that. He makes impact. He is this player who has to make impact. He is the player who, between the lines and on the outside when he plays there, who has to create, who has to play the final pass, who needs to arrive and score. And he's a really, really good player. No, we all see this. Yeah.
I just want to ask as well. You've alluded earlier to fighting on all fronts this year, but Jota and Szoboszlai have spoken openly this week about fighting on all fronts, going for various competitions.
Mm.
Is that a sign of the confidence that the squad have within each other to be able to go on all fronts this season?
What's not to like about Dom? He just says it as well. It's also Scouse mentality, I think, as well. Like to say, but they have dreams, and what's me to stop believe that they have dreams, that they believe that we achieve, and that we achieve the impossible, because that's what they are saying. No? But what I like, and this is I think the most important, is that with Dom, you see it on the pitch, what he does. He plays this last pass example this week, and the goalie, and Mo scores the 3rd goal. But for me, it's about, you can speak and you can say, but you have to do, you have to show, and you have to show not just the game, you have to show on the training pitch, and not just on the training pitch, in Kirkby here, on the windy day, on the rainy day, when it's freezing, when it's like, and so far it's not November, December, January, February, so he doesn't know yet. But what I see now is that Dom has all of this, that he has this. Jota, we can say a lot, but he is same as Darwin. He's the one who creates by himself 5-6 chances a game. And what I like about Jota as well, he scores a lot of goals, but it's a lot of times the first one, and that's the hardest one to score. So that says a lot about shots. Yeah.
Carl?
So
Sorry, just to go back to the Luis situation. You've spoken already today about the importance of the people who are in this building, and you've spoken about the response the players had on the pitch. I'm just wondering what the response has been off the pitch from that unit, because it's such an unprecedented situation. It could be destabilising for a squad.
I think and I feel that it's only for Liverpool Football Club to know that our players know that we are doing the right thing. It's not for me here to sit and tell you, all of you, what we are doing to support Luis Diaz. As long as we feel and we know that he has all our support and we're doing the right things, and we just pray and we just that the whole club is behind him and thinks about him, and that he has that feeling, then it's right. Then for me it's right. So, but I'm not going to share nothing about. It's not it's not the place. It's for the authorities there to deal with it. And everything we hear is that they are dealing, or that they are trying everything, and that's the most important. That his family is okay. Yeah.
The last midfield you had was incredibly successful, but the profile is quite different. What point did you sort of make that decision that you felt maybe going slightly? You said, I look at football, you see a little bit more on, but it's not just in terms of individuals, I mean, the whole way you're playing.
No. Yeah, I didn't mean I meant individually, but not the team. So what I like is that our style is still the same. Our way approaching game is still the same. We want to chase, we want to get the ball, we want on the opposition half. We want our best players as much on the ball that they can risk. We want to be always connected enough to counter-press on the highest level. We want to be different than all other teams in the world in terms of when we lose the ball. All these things are 5 years ago are the same, 7 years are the same, today is the same. These are the ideas of Jürgen, of the club, of me, of the staff, of everybody who feels. That's the most important. Then it was always the case that the individuals, all our players, they always made the difference. Not we as a staff, not we as a management. Trent played the passes, nobody saw. Trent played the passes, everybody's looking, you have to play on the right side. The simple, I need chips, he plays it to Sadio Mane and puts him in front of the goal and we score the winning goal. He plays a quick corner, or whatever, all these things. It's always about the players, and we want technique. So when we buy technique, we buy something specific to improve our style, what we feel, because teams adapt to us, teams change against us, they learn about our strengths, they stop our strengths, so we always have to have new impulses, but this comes so much more from the individual styles than from, and now we're going to do this and this different, or now we have to do, but what they all have in common is technique. If you look to Dom, if you look to Jota, if you look to Gravenberg, if you look to Darwin, if you look to Lucho, if you look to, Alexis, if you look the young ones who come, that's what they all have in common. And they all have the character to play for this club. And then, but the style, it's much more about the past than about, makes sense, no? Hopefully, yeah.
So it just feels as though it's going everywhere.
Yeah, that happens when you have technique. Yeah, yeah. No, these boys. But you cannot get Fabinho, a new one. You cannot get a new Roberto Firmino. They are unique. You don't get a new Henderson. They are unique. You have to go with and it's a staff. You have to see what the qualities are. Ryan, for example, just take Ryan. What are his qualities? Then we create spaces and dynamics for his qualities to shine. But always in the end, that they can make the difference, that they can play free, that they can just go, that they can enjoy football. Because a happy guy plays better than a guy who just has to do what the coach tells him. And I feel that this mixture we found this season, and that's just nice. And we have to prove each day to continue, but with what I just hopefully with the values and with the principles and with the ideas of the past. That will never change. Yeah.
Just check one thing. Is Van Dijk fit?
He trained yesterday. Yeah.
Are you in the squad?
Let's see. He trained yesterday first time, not completely, but yeah. He trained.
You would have seen the impact of the Summer World Cup in Qatar and how that affected the players. With the potential for another Summer World Cup in Saudi Arabia in the next decade, a bit ahead, I wonder what you made of that decision if the World Cup was to decide.
Yeah, but it's not even decided, no?
I think that the only...
I think the whole world, because that's why they call the World Cup, the whole world should be able to watch, to contribute on football. So then it's about the FIFA to decide where's the best places to play. One, taking in consideration the players, the health of the players. Second, the atmosphere, the fan base. It's a festival. For me, football is for the fans. It's a festival. So that's the main thing, and that's always should be the starting point of everything we decide. That the players can play on the highest level, that they can show and entertain everyone. That's how football should be, and the health of the boys.
Thank you so very, very much for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. The season is now well underway. If you need extra Redmen content, be it podcast, videos, documentaries, interviews, and general shows, fill your boots on redmenplus.com today.